Hey everybody, and welcome back to Shakrudin's. This is my Minecraft Forge guide for 1.6.2. Today we're going to be looking at blocks and ores. They're basically combined into one thing. So we're just gonna do it all together in one, just like we did with items and swords. And we're going to be creating a redstone gem ore, because basically we don't want we don't want to keep using redstone dust to to be making our items, because that doesn't make any sense at all. So we're going to switch that out for our custom block or our custom gem, and we're going to go from there. So to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to do all of our textures. So we're going to open up our textures folder here. We're going to go into our Minecraft textures, and we need to go to block, and we're going to grab the diamond block, this one here, and then we're going to modify this in Photoshop to have, we're going to modify this to be red instead of blue, which is fine. Okay, so we're just going to grab, we'll start base color B555000, and we'll go for maybe a red like that. Okay, so we'll start with this one. Oh yeah, so I'll explain this. So in Photoshop, you want to have by default, you have the brush. When you press B on your keyboard, you're in the brush mode, and you want to press it again to go in pencil mode, and then you get pixel for pixel stuff. Alrighty, all right. So now, I'm going to color in these ones here, with this darker red. Switch to the other red for these aqua colors. These whatever the fuck you want to call that. There we go. And then we need some lighter colors for here, and then we'll have an even lighter color. And we actually missed a few. It's fine. It's fine. My phone just went off. Okay, we'll color in these other two, and then we're gonna make it almost white, but not quite, and color those in as well. There we go. We got our redstone gem block. Looks all shiny and awesome. So we're going to save that just to the desktop for the time being, and we're going to call it redstone gem underscore ore. Just like that. And save it. And now we also have to do the redstone gem itself. So we got to go under items, diamond. We need the actual diamond. We're just going to modify the diamond to be to make it red. Very simple stuff here. So I'm just going to make nice dark red for the borders. Alrighty, there we go. Keep overshooting it. I'm holding shift to keep it straight lines, by the way. If you wondered. We're going to make that lighter. And we'll do these ones here. Like that. And then, that's our B5000. We're going to make these B5000. This is going to be a fantastic gem. Okay, now let's make it kind of like that for this right here. Like that. Same thing here. Basically, holding shift and just clicking in certain spots will make a line from a previous position to the new position. It's nothing spectacular or anything like that, but it's cool. It's cool. And this doesn't actually have to look absolutely perfect either, since this is just a tutorial. This isn't this isn't production ready by any means. And then we'll just make that an off-white. Make the white off-white instead of being white. And there we go. Make sure those are all colored in. Fantastic. Zoom out. Oh, that looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Looks fantastic. All right. Save that as Redstone Gem on the desktop. And now we're done with Photoshop. We can close it. We don't need to save. We don't want to save over our diamond ore and our diamond. So we got these two new textures right here. Let's go drop them in where they need to go. So open up our Forge folder. Go to MCP. Go to Source. Source, Minecraft, Assets, Redstone Tutorial, Textures, Items. Drop in the Redstone Gem. Block. Drop in the Redstone ore. And there we go. Now we can open up Eclipse and get going. So just gotta pull up my code here. All right. So so Forge. Yep, we're opening up the right folder there. So now there's going to be there's multiple different parts to this. We have to create the gem, give it a name, all the normal stuff like we've done for everything else that we've done. But we also need to generate the ore into the world. That's another thing that we have to do. So we're going to be doing that after we've created the block and it's in game. Then we'll do the world generation stuff. So let's expand our Minecraft folder and our source folder. So we got all of our stuff open. Fantastic. All right, so now what we want to do is we're going to start with we're going to be creating a new. Actually, yeah, let's create the block in our main file here, and then we'll get to the other stuff. So I'm just going to define tools, define materials. So we're going to go right below our define food, and we're going to go define blocks and ores here. Okay, so now we're going to go public static block. It's still a block either way, because it's basically the block is saying it is this texture, and then we say that it's it gives it its dimensions, and it's so it acts like a block. So we're just going to call this redstone gem block, like that. Block is not imported, so we have to hover over block. Sorry, it came up there. And import block from net.minecraft.block. There's two other ones there. You don't want those. You want net.minecraft.block, or else it's not going to work properly. You're going to have issues. All right, so we've done that. Now we need to go down further here, and we're going to find another section in here. So settings for ores and blocks. All right, so now in here we're going to type redstone gem ore is equal to we're going to call it block redstone gem. I guess I should capitalize the R, redstone gem ore. It's a long name, but it keeps our stuff organized. We're going to call it that, and we need to give it an ID. So we're at we're going to go 1006, and now we have to give it a material. So we're going to use rock, because that's what it is. It's a rock. So material dot rock. There we go. Lowercase r, by the way, not a capital R. And then or out of the parentheses, and go dot set unlocalized name, and we're going to make that equal to, same as everything else, redstone tutorial redstone. So what did we call our image? Let's take a quick look. desktop. Oh, you can see it right there in the all files. We called it Redstone Gem. No, Redstone Gem _ ore. Okay. So Redstone Gem _ ore. And semicolon at the end. Now we're going to be having issues here. Gem ore. We didn't. Oh, we created it. We called it gem block. Sorry, that should be gem ore. Because that's it is. It's an ore. Okay, so that should correct that. Fantastic. Now the only problem we got to do is we got to create the block. So we're going to hover over our function. Create the method. Oh, no. We forgot something. Sorry. Forgot to go. Redstone gem ore is equal to new block redstone ore gem ore. So that it's going to say for us to. So we can create a class. But now it's created a function for us for this somewhere, I think. No, we seem to be okay. So, yep. So we just want to hover over that. And you want to select create class block redstone gem ore. And we're going to put it in the package redstone tutorial.block. And we're keeping all the stuff organized. Okay. Now we need to import. We need to remove arguments because we don't have the arguments in there. So we got to extend. So it extends. Sorry, wrong typing. It's Monday. Come on. Got to give me a break. It's Monday. Okay, so it is extends block with a capital B. God damn it. Doing everything wrong today. Extends block with a capital B. Import net.minecraft.block. And then we want to create or add the constructor. Just going to add a bunch of stuff for us. Now in here we are going to be adding stuff into this this constructor. We're going to be adding the creative tab. So this is another way that you can do your unlocalized name and all of your different stuff. Is you can set it. You don't have to set it within this main file over here. You don't have to put it here. I could take this off and that would be fine, and I could throw the unlocalized name into here, like we are going to do with the creative tab and things like that. So we're going to go. So if you want to access this block, it's this dot set creative tab. You should be able to tab in there and then go creative tabs dot tab block. So we're going to put it in the block tab, and that's it for that one. The next one is we're going to set the hardness. So set hardness. This dot set hardness. So this is a float value. So I'm going off of some other code here I got here, and I'm going to make it about roughly as hard as diamond or so. Hardness, so I'm going to give it a hardness of 10.0 F. Guys, remember, when you have a float, you have to put the F on the end, or you get issues and errors and stuff. Okay, now this dot set resistance, we're going to set this to 12.0 F. You can probably guess what that means, and if you don't, we can go into net.minecraft.block. So let's find that right here. So block. We can go into this one here, I think it is. And we can see what all these mean right from in here. I think. So yeah, so there's a light. So you can set the light value and other different things like that. Let's see if we can find. It's not in there. So let's go. We'll just So the resistance is a part of how long it takes to mine the block and things like that. I really did not want to say it that way, but yeah. Now we are actually going to do the set lightness, the light value, and now I was told to be safe it shouldn't be any more than 0.1 F, or else it may crash the game. I'm not sure if that's completely true or not, but adding 0.1 F adds a little bit of light when it's mined, just like it's basically like on redstone. So if we look at block redstone, let's see if we can find it here. Let's see, ore block ore do. Right, S T R. We need R. Redstone wire, redstone torch, repeater, redstone ore. So if we look at this one here, we can get its value for its set light value. So light value, you can search for that. Search for light instead. Should find something. It's not finding anything for that either. Redstone block ID. Okay, we're gonna go back into block and up here, and it'll be in here then. Find red stone. So redstone wire. Redstone ore. There we go. Set hardness. Set step sound. Footstep. Creative tabs. Set hardness. Set resistance. So they don't set any of that on there, but it you know how you mine it and it glows. It's going to give a little bit of light to our block, so you can see it. All right, so we got that. And now we're on to the basic stuff at side only. Side only. Side dot client. And now we want to create public void register icons. Icon register. We're gonna go the par1 icon register. And now this is where things change a little bit. Since we're not doing, we're doing this for a block and not an item. It's this dot block. If I could type today, dot block icon. Now in there is equal to par1 icon register dot register icon. And same thing as in our main class here. I'm just going to go and copy it. Paste it in. There we go. And now we got to import a bunch of stuff so that this works. Import side only. Import side. Import icon register. And I should fix everything else. I put a Q in there instead of a 1. Par1. There we go. Everything's working. We're not quite done with defining our ore and things. We need to go down here. So we're going to go register our register blocks and ores. That's going to bug the shit. That's going to bug the shit out of me. All right, so now we got to do game registry dot register registry dot register block. That's what we're doing. So register block. I'm just going to type it in. Now we want to pick which block. So we only have one block. So it's intelligent enough to say, okay, you have this block. We want to put that one in there, but that's not all. We're going to type in. I'll just copy the name and paste that in there. There we go. And now, so the block is registered. Now you register its name. So language registry Dot add name. That's the same. Same block. And give it its name. So we're just going to go redstone gem ore. Now, there's multiple ways that we could do our block, or we can do our ore. As you know, in the game, when you get, let's say, iron, for example, and you smelt it, then you get the iron ingot. But if you mine a diamond, you actually get a diamond. So we can do it multiple different ways. We can either have it give up a diamond or give up the ore. We're going to start with the ore, with just getting the ore, and then we'll move into the block later on. I haven't planned that part of the code out yet, so I might even just pause the video after we get to that point, code that into what I've got, and then move on. So yeah, there we go. So we got that. So we should be able to launch the game, and we should see our block in there. It's not generating yet, but it should be in the game, and that's the first step to make sure that it's there before we do anything else. So we're gonna go single player. We can log in to this world for the time being. So we got as last time we had our cookies. I'm gonna make this bigger. There we go. We had our cookies. Now we should be able to go under. So we're under blocks. You should be able to scroll all the way down to the bottom and look at that redstone gem ore. We can grab a stack of that. And there you go. Now, we can mine this the way it is. Just get rid of all this stuff around it. It sounds up to 100%. So we're just going to go game mode S. So we can mine this the way it is, and we're going to mine it. You know, we're going to get the... So we don't have to do anything to get the block itself. There's just code that additional code to get it to release a gem instead of the... So now we haven't set up a recipe for this to get the gem out of it. So we'll do that next. So you can see we can keep mining this. I'll just put that up there for now. So it's pretty easy to mine with our stuff, and diamonds are the same way. And there you go. Get the last two pieces, and then we'll move on. So yeah, we've collected that much ore, but we can't smelt it yet because we haven't created the recipe for it yet. So this is going to be a first for doing a smelting recipe. So these are a little bit different. They work. They're kind of like they work not in the they don't work in the reverse, but they're coded in the reverse of the recipes. Like your normal crafting recipes. So I'm just going to scroll down here and find one just so I don't do this wrong. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so so in this one, so in a normal recipe, you put the output and then the input. But this is going to work a little bit different. So we're going to, and these aren't defining, define recipes. Yeah, so yeah. We're going to go define recipes for blocks and ores. All right. So actually, this is just a normal item. So this is like we'll just call this for items. Okay, there we go. So down here, we're gonna go game registry dot add smelting. So now it's saying input, output, and XP. We have 3 parameters to fill out. So the first one, we want to what item we want to craft into that we want to craft into. So this is the input. So what we're putting in, and then what we're putting out, instead of out and then in. Okay. So if we've done everything correctly up to this point, we should be able to type in redstone gem ore dot block ID. Now we need to get the ID of the block. We don't. So if you want to make a smelting recipe using, let's say, a redstone pickaxe, you could go You could find, redstone or I'll do a custom one here. So let's take this out and let's put in, let's go item dot, so Apple Red, and then we have to get the item ID. So either the item ID or the block ID. But we need the block ID. There we go. It's in there. Fantastic. Now we can't do the output yet because we haven't created the gem. But actually we could set up for that, even though it's going to give us errors. So we're going to have it redstone gem. And actually we have to do new item stack, right? All right. So new item stack. And then what we want it to create, which in this case we want one ore to smelt into one gem. So we're gonna go type in redstone. I'm gonna call it redstone gem like that. It's gonna give us an error for now. And then how much experience? This is a float value, so we have to give it a float number. Let's go 2.55 F. All right. Alrighty, so now we need to create our item. So I'm gonna our redstone gem. So I'm gonna create a normal define items, and we're gonna go public static item redstone gem. That's it. That's all we got to do for that. That should fix our error down here as well. And it did. All right, so that's what we're creating. Now we need to do the same thing as we do for everything else. Settings. Damn it. Not doing this. Not doing too good at this today. Settings for ores and blocks. That's not right either. Settings for items. Redstone gem is equal to new item redstone gem. We need to give it an ID 107. We don't have to give it anything else. Dot set unlocalized name. And give it a name. So redstone tutorial redstone _ gem. And there we go. And I forgot to put that within double quotes. There we go. Awesome. We'll finish up in here and then we'll go and create the classes this time instead of jumping back and forth. So register items, game registry dot register item, the item that we're registering, so redstone gem, redstone gem, language registry dot add name redstone gem, and the name we all know, I'm just gonna call it redstone gem. There we go. So we've done that much. Now we just need to create this class. So we're gonna go change to item redstone. We want to create the class item redstone gem and click finish. Actually, we did that wrong. This has to be put into a different location. So I'm going to delete this. Okay. We've got to put it in with the items. So it's going to ask us to create it again. So let's go create tutorial dot. We don't have anything for items, so tutorial dot item. Create that. There, now we have it. So now it extends item. And then we want to import item as usual. Import, add the constructor. You can get rid of that line and do our icon register stuff. So public static. I'm just gonna go over here. Public void, not public static. Public void. And actually, we forgot to do the at side only, or I forgot to do the at side only. Client. There we go. So public void, register, icons, icon register, par1 register icon, and this dot item icon is equal to par1 icon register dot register icon dot register icon. Again, go back over to our main file here, grab this, chuck it in there, add our semicolon at the end, and do all of our imports. So we need to import side only. Side automatically went in that time. If it's not, import it as usual. Import item register, and then I did this wrong again. Register icon. There we go. I did icon register icon. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Everything's done on that end. Everything should be good on this end. Now we should be able to launch, and we should be able to smelt our ore into our gem. And actually, I think I'm going to do a completely separate video on the world generation stuff, because there's many different things that we can do there. So I'll do a separate video. So the first thing, we need to go game mode C, so we can grab a furnace and some fuel. Not a durnace, a furnace. I'm going nuts here. Let's get rid of the cookies. They're probably just in... No, they're gone. Good. Good. It's good. Okay, so now we want to search for coal. That's a basic. Fuel. Let's put the furnace right down beside. Throw that in. And bam, it starts smelting. Now we should get a redstone gem out of this. If we don't, then we're going to have issues. So we're having a texture issue at this point. But it is creating redstone gem. So I'll quickly, while that's smelting some stuff, let's go look at it. So I'm guessing that's going to be over here. Redstone gem. I'm pretty sure that probably has to be a capital G to go with our texture. So redstone. I didn't put any. Redstone gem like that. So we'll do the same thing here to keep them both the same. Redstone gem. Save. Now it's not going to be updated in here. It's still going to be missing texture, but we can just save and quit. Relaunch, and our texture should be good. Make that full screen, and single player, open up. And there we go. We got a redstone gem. Now we haven't done anything with actually using our gems or our custom blocks as materials for smelting or for crafting recipes. So basically, the only thing we have to change is just replace redstone item redstone with redstone gem, and we'll just copy that. Need to get rid of all of that. So we can just replace redstone gem or item.redstone with redstone gem. And it will all be good to go. Save. I'm getting text messages like crazy. I can't answer them at the moment. Open this up. And open up the world. And now we should be able to craft. Do we have sticks? Check, do we have sticks? We have 1 stick. We need more sticks. Okay, so we need a stick. So grab a few of those. Now we can go into here. And there we go. We are getting our redstone pickaxe. So instead of using the instead of using it the other way, instead of using redstone dust as our crafting material, we're using our redstone gem instead, which is just what we wanted. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time when we look into world generation of our custom redstone ore, and maybe I'll also put grass or some kind of custom plant in there as well, so we can get some more color instead of just yellow around. So we'll come back and we'll do that. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.